Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an UDES 1405. It's a Tier 8 Swedish medium tank. It's located on the westboard of Paris and it's under the command of Fluffylilkitten. And we're still without the engine noise. Oh dear, Wargaming still haven't managed to fix it. And it's not the mods that's at fault here. The sound is playing perfectly during the games, it's not playing in the replays. Well, what can I tell you about this medium tank? Well, it's got very light armour, it's got a decent depression and decent alpha, and it's got a very good upper glacis, but one of the bad things about it, well, it's got bad aim on the move, and he just proved that wrong by getting a good shot on that poodle. Now the alpha of this gun is 360, and that's if you're using the 105mm gun. Oh, just missed the chance on the T3485. No shot there. Used to worry that he doesn't give the enemy anything that they can shoot at. The armour on this tank is very, very thin. Only 35mm, but very well angled. And a good shot there into the object 416, but it's a low roll. Now the other bad thing about this tank is the reload speed. Standard reload is 11.26 seconds, and you can see the Fluffy's managed to get it down to 9.66, so it's not a bad drop, but oh, took her around there from the 416, that's revenge. And it sounds like he's got the crewman from, is it G.I. Joe or the Cobra guy in the tank. Now it's hydropneumatic suspension and also an auto loader. Waiting for that 416 to come out again, but he's not choosing not to. I think he's doing it deliberately. There he is, and he took a round. Now the good thing is the gun depression is 10 degrees. Yes, he gets another shot and gets the kill, but he did take a shot for 204 from the object 416. And oh, that defender's very low on hit points. And there is a Panther. Easily gets through the armour of the Panther, but he did take a round from the T3485M. Another shot into that Panther. Backs up. Should be able to see him over there. Somebody knocked a tree down. Or a bush. Now this tank was developed by both of us, but it only existed in blueprints, so there was no real tank. And nice shot straight through the Panther's turret. So decent penetration, 217mm with standard APCR, and with the premium rounds that goes up to 253. But you can see in this game, Fluffy is not using the premium ammo. He's actually using standard ammo. Ah, T3485 is showing us his ass, and now he's out the game. The KV3 is just around the corner. Watch out, you're going to go straight through the field of view any second. There he is. And one through the side. If he goes around the corner, he should be able to get another one, but he's actually backing up, and unfortunately, his poodle is in the way. And there goes the target, so he missed the opportunity there. Okay, so without the vehicle noise, it's a little confusing. Okay, Pantera in the distance. Doesn't want to upset his teammate there in the other Pantera. That's good, because he avoided that. Otherwise, it can really upset people if they're taking aim, and all of a sudden somebody comes up to behind them and jogs them and resets their aim, and they have to start all over again. They can get really, really frustrated when that happens. That's when a lot of trolling begins. Okay, there are 4 tanks ahead of the enemy now. 5 tanks now, because they just lost their Nashorn. He's headed for the centre because there's a T3485, or was a T3485 there. But there are a number of other tanks there. If he goes up here, there's a good chance that he's going to receive fire from some of them. Especially that UDES 03 who's near that little hill. There's the T-34. Oh, can easily get the Pantera from here. In fact, actually didn't get hit by the UDES. And now he's got the T-34 85. Just, yes. It's the top of the hull and the turret. And then there's the kill. Goes to the VK. Can he get a shot on this SU? Yes! And he's potentially got the high caliber, or at least he's got 20% of the enemy hit pool. Can he get another shot? Yep, that's his third kill. Well, the UDES actually relocated over to the west side of the field. He's somewhere over here. There he is. And he's taking out somebody else. So he totally misses the fact that there are other people aiming at him. And now he's looking, but it's too late because he's out the game. And the last enemy is the CS-44, who's just behind that building. And before Fluffy can get there, the kill is achieved. His gun's up and he gets shot in the rear by the T-34 2GFT. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. That was a very good game by Fluffylilkitten in the UDES 14 Alt 5. He managed to get an ace tanker, and not just any old ace tanker, that was his first one in this vehicle. You only get the scrolls the first time. You got a fire for effect for doing more damage to the hit points of his own vehicle, a sharpshooter for getting 10 or more consecutive shots on the enemy, Master Gunner for getting 5 armor penetrating shots in a row, and also a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him during the game, as well as a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 5 exactly. He did get the high caliber. He did at least 20% of the enemy hit pool, and he kept up his damage rate to ensure that, yes, he got the high caliber at the end of the game, as well as a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And his win rate from the battle was 8,207, which is more than Super Unicum standard. So let's have a look at team score and see where he was. 4,522 hit points. The next highest scorer was the E75TS on his team with 2,151, but that guy didn't survive. And the next high score after that was the P44 Pantera on the enemy team with 2,030, but he didn't survive and he got shot by Fluffy as well. When it came to kills, he had the highest number of those with 3. Shared it with the E25. The next high scorers were the VK3001P, the T34 GGFT, who shot him in the back at the end of the game, the KB3 and the SU-12244 on the enemy team. When it came to base XP, he's got the highest on that as well, so he's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,304, he's the only one over 1,000. The E75TS managed 876, the E25 managed 798. Fluffy fired 16 rounds in the entire game, got 14 direct hits and 13 penetrations. That's good accuracy. 4,522 hit points of damage, of which 403 were at more than 300 meters. He received 3 hits. I'm afraid all 3 penetrated. While I did mention the armor on this vehicle is pretty poor actually, very thin, but it's very well angled. So long as the enemy actually hits one of the spots where it's angled, the shell will bounce off. But unfortunately, on all these occasions, everyone who hit him managed to put a shell where it actually would hurt. 9 enemy vehicles were damaged, 3 were killed, and he did 1,228 hit points of spotting assist in this game. On a premium count, he earned 62,816 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply and consumables, and yes, he did fire a few premium rounds, but very few indeed, he still ended up with a massive profit of 43,955 credits, and that's a sign that somebody who's actually using the ammo correctly, not spamming gold at the enemy, using the correct round for the right moment. He earned 1,956 XP, 11,736 for completing a mission, and 13,692 altogether. So a pretty effortless game for Fluffy. It was a very good game actually, because he moved very fluidly from one to the other, and there was only a few moments where, yes, he did take fire from that 416 who was determined to shoot back at him, but of course he did then get the kill on that 416 guy, and also then picked up some useful damage on the rest of the enemy to pick up his Confederate. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to my channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. and thank you for watching.